Hello all. I hope you are all looking forward to your Christmas celebrations with those with whom you live, chatting from the curbside with friends, neighbors, and extended family, or by Zoom, FaceTime, WhatsApp, and phone with those further afield that you cannot be with this year. It has been a difficult year for all, and while we are all in the same storm, we are not all equally affected. In the beginning, we battened down the hatches, spending little and conserving what we had. Understandably, everyone was being cautious, as no one knew what was to come. My husband Hugh's career was cut short. His employer shrunk to survive as its market for international tourism collapsed. No one was hiring. While EI and SERB were there, it was significantly less than what we had to rely on before. We knew East End United donations were shrinking as others also suffered economic losses, or simply became ever more vigilant, as the unknown was too much to reckon financially. Others simply stopped giving, as they were no longer in the pews where they would normally make their contributions. East End United has applied for rent relief for its tenants that were impacted and for assistance to cover employee wages through new government programs, but it is not enough. The maintenance of the building and the staff that are needed to run the programs virtually continue. The decline in donations and rentals have not been made up for by these government programs. Early on, we were approached to help cover some of the shortfall in East End United donations. With Hugh's loss of work and reduced income, not to mention the uncertainty as to how long the new government programs would last, and the lack of employment opportunities, we politely declined. We committed to retain our current level of giving for the rest of the year, but that was all we felt we could do given the circumstances. Since then, much has changed. Many have returned to work or found new gigs. Hugh was one of those people. Others realized that the economic threats did not materialize. Canadians on average actually have more savings in their bank accounts now than when the pandemic started. And while shopping has rebounded spectacularly, mostly online, giving to charities and not-for-profits largely has not. This Christmas, our family has decided to make a one-time gift to East End United on top of our regular PAR to help with the continuing shortfall in giving. We will also be increasing our monthly PAR in 2021. We know household finances have not returned to normal for everyone, but if your family has weathered this storm better than most, rebounded from a pandemic setback, or simply the overt threat has seemed to pass you by personally to date, we implore you to consider a year-end gift to help out East End United as well. Start on PAR if you haven't already, and consider a modest increase to your weekly monthly giving in 2021. When this pandemic finally ends, we want to be able to see each of you at East End United, along with all of our amazing staff, and programs for all of our congregants continued. With each of you who can help out, we know this is all possible. Merry Christmas from all of us, myself Brent, my husband Hugh, and our sons Trey and Caden.